What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. There's a growing narrative online that XDefiant is dying, and a lot of this is in response to the top 10 lists that get released for the most played games on every single platform. And when XDefiant debuted, it was within the top 5, and then it slowly fell to 7th place, and now it is resting in 10th place, the 10th most played game on both Xbox and PlayStation. And this is causing panic within the community, or causing people that are insecure about their games to say that XDefiant is quote unquote dying, that we are seeing the end of XDefiant. Look, we knew it was just a fad. Not realizing that the original influx of players was never going to be maintained. It's a free to play game. People are going to check it out, they're going to see what it's all about, and then they're going to check out of the game. And that's completely fine. The way that XDefiant remains stable and actually experiences some longevity is to have these very healthy influxes of a player base. This isn't Call of Duty. This isn't a game propped up by years and years and years of prior titles with massive name recognition, in addition to combining 3 games together so that they remain number 1 or number 2 every single month. Also, this isn't Fortnite, a game that has built itself into becoming a cultural phenomenon. This is XDefiant, a game made by Ubisoft that had numerous delays, has netcode issues, and frankly, doesn't have a ton of content right now. It's before the game even launches. And I don't really understand why so many players of other franchises are so insecure about the potential success of XDefiant, why they're constantly saying the game is dying or wanting the game to fail. And I've seen this type of rhetoric for quite some time on the internet. People just wishing that XDefiant fails, that it doesn't succeed because, oh, heaven forbid, a free-to-play game actually succeeds in this space. It just feels as if there's a lot of coping going on from people who want to see it fail and are trying to find any reason to attach failure to XDefiant. The game's slipping from 4th to 10th most played on Xbox and PlayStation isn't bad. It's not like it came in like a roaring bull and all of a sudden was put down with one shot and we'll never see it again. This isn't the finals. This isn't a game that is going to have a massive influx of players and then die off. And the reasons for that are pretty simple. The gameplay at its core is fun. It's reminiscent of what made people fall in love with games like Call of Duty in the past. And we have a development team that seems to be extremely committed to delivering a player-first experience. And the communication alone to hardcore players will keep them around. And I actually believe there's enough here for casual players to check in and out every once in a while, especially with it being a free-to-play experience. There's no barrier to entry, and that's the beautiful thing about XDefiant. And yes, the finals has that, but there's less of a name appeal to the finals. There's less knowledge of the finals, and it feels as if XDefiant is really gaining some real word-of-mouth marketing, and that's a good thing. And with Season 1 on the horizon, I can guarantee you that the player base is going to grow over this time. Now, I still would like to see them explore the opportunity of moving over to Steam, because I think there is a large player base on Steam that just doesn't want to download Ubisoft Connect or won't know about the game because they'll search their Steam games and that's it. And I think it's a missed opportunity. I'd like to see them explore Steam as an option. But that's just me. Those are my thoughts on that. I just don't understand why so many people have attached themselves to this XDefiant is going to fail side of things, instead of just being like, oh, maybe it'll succeed. Like, that's how I'm looking at Black Ops 6, by the way. Like, I'm not coming in here and saying, oh, the game's going to fail, Call of Duty sucks. I'm hopefully optimistic that they actually have their act together, and they're going to be able to produce a good game, and they're going to be able to right some wrongs that Call of Duty has committed over the last several years. But that's a big if. And people saying already that Black Ops 6 is going to trump XDefiant, I mean, it doesn't need to be this us versus them mentality. These games can coexist. Your fandom for both these games can coexist. You can play both games. There's no rule that states if you're a Call of Duty fan, you have to only play Call of Duty. And if you like XDefiant, you only have to play XDefiant. And it feels as if so many people have attached their personalities and their identities to Call of Duty so that they feel a little bit more or less attacked at the success XDefiant has experienced so far. And that's not how it has to be. Keep yourself open to the opportunity that, hey, there might be better games out there. Hey, there might be games that are equally as fun as Call of Duty. Let's try them out. Oh, this one's free to play. And I know I keep beating the free to play drum, but like that's one of the biggest positives that XDefiant has. You don't have to go and spend $70, $80 to experience it. You spend $0. I've put in what, 12, 14, 15 hours into XDefiant, all for free. I've paid $0. I probably would have paid money for it because it's a fun game, but my expectations might have raised as a result. It's a free-to-play game, and it's well done at that. And I know improvements will be made along the way. So this constant wishful thinking that the game's just going to die off and its annoying fan base will go away with it isn't going to happen. XDefiant, in my opinion, is here to stay, at least for the short term. I think we'll be talking about it all summer long. I honestly think that we're going to see something special come for Season 2 and Season 3. I don't think this game's just going to die off. It might take a little bit of a blow once Black Ops 6 releases, but as we know from the Call of Duty cycle, that thing peaks early and slowly drops off until it meets its equilibrium of a core player base, and that's where we're at right now with Modern Warfare 3. I would assume the same thing happens with Black Ops 6, and that does not mean that players will not bleed out and go play XDefiant. You can play two games. You can like two games. You can be hopeful that these games compete against each other to push each other to be better. You can also acknowledge the fact that there are issues with XDefiant. There are issues with Call of Duty. This idea of us versus them is nonsense, and I'm tired of seeing it. Those are just my thoughts. So no, I don't believe that XDefiant is quote-unquote dying. I think it is finding its core player base and maintaining that. And I think we'll see an influx of players come the release of Season 1 in just a few days. And it's up to XDefiant to constantly improve the game to maintain a core player base. But as it stands right now, there's good reason to believe that we'll be talking about XDefiant for many months to come. But those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know with a comment down below. Do you think XDefiant is dying? Or do you think that this game will be sticking around for quite some time? Love to hear those thoughts in that comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.